WBZ was first to report this morning the arrest of this man. He's 23-year-old Khairulajan Matanov from Quincy. Investigators say that Matanov lied to police and federal agents and destroyed information on his computer. Prosecutors say the 23-year-old was close with the Tsarnaev brothers, calling them 40 minutes after the bombings, and then took them out to dinner that night. Matanov is not accused of carrying out those attacks, but we do have live team coverage for you this evening with Christina Hager and Bill Shields talking to those who knew and worked with Matanov. But let's start it off with I-Team's Lauren Lemanchek live at the federal courthouse in South Boston. Lauren?
Jonathan, Khairulajan Matanov could face up to 44 years in federal prison for allegedly lying to federal investigators about his close relationship with the Tsarnaev brothers and what he may have known about the marathon bombings. And after his court appearance today, his lawyer says he's scared. 23-year-old Khairulajan Matanov appeared before a judge in jeans and a T-shirt, arrested at his Quincy apartment at 6 o'clock this morning, now accused of lying about his relationship with Jahar and Tamerlan Tsarnaev and his knowledge of the bombings. According to the indictment, the native of Kyrgyzstan knew Tamerlan through their church. They spoke about their extreme religious views, and most shockingly, 40 minutes after the Boston Marathon bombings, he invited Tamerlan Tsarnaev to dinner that night and discussed the bombings with the Tsarnaevs while at the restaurant. But Matanov did not contact authorities until days later, during the manhunt and after the murder of Sean Collier. Federal investigators say he then lied about his contact with the Tsarnaevs and deleted evidence on his cell phone and computer, alleging Matanov's deletions obstructed the FBI's investigation of the bombings and the suspected bombers.
Nothing he did or said was intended to mislead the FBI.
After the initial court appearance, Matanov's court-appointed attorney says his client came to the U.S. in 2010 on a student visa. He studied IT briefly at Quincy College, but dropped out after a few months. He then sought and was granted asylum in the U.S. Now, Edward Hayden describes his client as frightened and intimidated.
He's never been in custody. He has concerned of what prison is going to be like. It may be rough here, but it's a lot rougher in Kyrgyzstan, and that's what he's thinking that he may be facing right now.
Now, Matanov's entire family is in Kyrgyzstan. He has no relatives here in the United States. Right now, he is in custody with the U.S. Marshal Service. His detention hearing, which is the equivalent of a bail hearing, has been postponed and is scheduled on Wednesday. Live at the federal courthouse, Lauren Lemanchek, WBZ News. Jonathan and Paula, back to you.
Lauren, thank you. And